In this example, we're going to process some invoices from Gmail, and they're going to come into the hot folder automatically, move into the pending folder in Document Locator, and then be processed through the indexing application that we have in Document Locator. So let's do a couple real quick. So we'll bring up our Google Mail. Here we've received some invoices are coming in to the system. Let's open one of these up. We have an invoice that's come in. We can just download it, and it'll automatically, you can save it right into the hot folder. So that one just came in. We'll go back. We'll bring in a second one. Here's another one. Just download it, save it. You can have multiple documents coming in. Your users can be bringing these in all day long as needed. So now we have a couple of them into the hot folder. That hot folder is being watched, and we have a task assigned to that basically says look for documents coming into the hot folder. When they come in, maybe every minute or whatever you want to set it, process those documents directly into the pending folder into Document Locator. Here they've left the hot folder, they're in the pending folder. So once they're in the pending folder in Document Locator, you have the opportunity to bring up the indexing application that we have right here. And this indexing application will let you then assign the different values to the document that's come in here. So you can come through, and notice this, if we just start typing the name, it'll automatically populate with the vendor ID. You put in the invoice number, that's the appropriate number. We'll just select some to speed this up. And you put in the date, that's appropriate. We also have a date control here. You can type it in, put in the PO number, put in an invoice amount. I'm selecting them, but you would over here look at them and type them or copy paste in, and we'll save that record into the system. Now it brings up the next one. So here we have another invoice that's come in. It's the same sort of thing. So this one here, we just start typing in the vendor's name real quickly, and it'll bring in the vendor's name and the number. We look over, give it a invoice number, type it in, or in my case I'm just quickly selecting some dates just to give you the idea. And then you put in the invoice amount. You can type that in. Here's $137.50 to put that in, and then you go to the next one. So you can be processing these various invoices into the system. So what's happening as the invoices are going in and being processed from the pending folder, we still have two more to process. It's automatically going out and finding your vendor folder. If it's not there, it'll build it for you. For instance, here in Judeco Manufacturing, here are some invoices that we put in. You can see they've all been categorized to your specifications. They've been named accordingly. They're in here. You can access, look at these invoices, search for them. So they're definitely in Document Locator in a very secure fashion. Now we can also go through and process, other attachments that might come in. For instance, here's a TIFF file. We can download that directly into the hot folder as well, just like we would any other application. We can also, of course, process besides TIFF files, really any kind of file type that might come into the system. So hopefully you get the idea. You can come over here and just as these messages come in to the system, process them through. Here's a Excel spreadsheet, same thing. Just save that right in to the hot folder. So those are all in there, and that'll be moving into the pending folder for processing through the Document Locator Indexer application. Now there's other ways to process documents. When you get documents that come in perhaps where it's one large file with a lot of different invoices. This is just a quick example of the Document Locator scanning application. So you could literally take the one file, drag and drop it in, or have it come in from a watch folder, and then you can do an import on it, and it'll go through and actually let you break it out into the individual invoice files. Here you can see we have file invoice number 1 through 11. And then you can select any of these and then key in any information as needed regarding the invoice to categorize that invoice with the correct information, as we've done before. So you can be looking over here and have an appropriate view, and the large monitor will give you a large view of that. You import those documents in, and those will go into the system just like any other document would. So you can essentially come in to Document Locator and view that information into the system. And as an example, if we came in, we could see that we have here the different documents have come in from the hot folder into the system and been processed through accordingly. We can actually see if we come and drill down that these documents have come in and they put into the correct categories. And here we have the for this particular vendor, Olin Brass, everything's in here and categorized accordingly. So that's just a real quick example of processing some invoices into the system.